Hi guys, it's Carol from Cape Cod Cottage Garden. The video you're about to see I did over 2 weekends. I initially went out to collect my canna, and I'll show you how I do that. I wanted to save the rhizomes for next year. But it was the day of the SEC championship and I only had like 20 minutes to do it. So I am frantically running through the first 2 sections of this video. But stay tuned because the next weekend, this weekend, I went ahead and I showed you how I put away the rhizomes for the canna and the elephant ears, and I also give you an update on my dahlia tubers. I checked on those too. So stay tuned to the end. It's a little wacky because the first part I only had like 20 minutes to film, and my normal fast speech was really fast. So sorry about that, but thanks again for watching. Stay tuned. Hi guys, it's Carol from Cape Cod Cottage Garden. I just remembered that Roxana from Soil and Margaritas, she saved her cannas. She dug them up and got the rhizomes, and she's going to plant them next year. This year, all the canna I grew in my garden were from seed. I saved seeds from my plant the previous year and grew them. But I have to say, they weren't as big and vibrant as they were from the one I just bought that the plant was already grown. But Roxana said that if you dig them up and actually save the rhizomes over the winter and plant those, it's like a second year plant and they come out gorgeous. And I was really sad because Mr. Hubby was really so kind to me, and without me knowing, he went ahead and he emptied all my pots for me yesterday, not realizing that I wanted to save the canna rhizomes. He put everything in the compost bin, shredded it all up, and so those are goners. And then I remembered I have 3 plants in my raised garden beds, so I already dug up one of them, and you can see, look at them. They look great. These I planted from seed, but look at the rhizomes. They're kind of hard to see because my water is turned off, so I couldn't wash all of the dirt off of them. So this is just one plant. I'm going to go ahead and dig up the other 2, let them dry out and try to get some of this dirt off, and then I'm going to store them over the winter. And what she said to do was just throw them in like a paper bag or something like that in a cool, you can't let them freeze. And as long as they're still firm, and these are really nice and firm, even though we did have a hard frost, I'm going to save them and see if I can plant them next year. So let me go ahead and dig this one up on camera, which is a little tricky because I haven't cleaned out my garden beds yet completely. Today I did a huge video. I'll try to post that soon, cleaning all my herbaceous perennials, what I cut back in the fall, and I went through all of my garden beds and did that, but I ran out of time, and then I remembered the cannas. So I just had to get a real quick video of this. Today is the SEC championship, and as you know, we're big Georgia fans, so I got to go in very soon and watch the game. I have a little bit of time left, so let me get this canna out of the ground and I'll show you. Let's see if this one's any good. These ones were flowered, but they weren't like spectacular, I have to say. But I'm hoping for next year they'll be great. So just take your pitchfork. Don't go too close to the plant because you don't want to really damage them all. If you damage some, that's okay. Dig down and kind of lift it up. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's a lot easier in a raised garden bed because the soil is so nice and pliable. So let me see what this one looks like. Ugh, just shake up some of the dirt. Guys, this is amazing. I grew these seed. Let me see if I can clean it off a little bit so you can see. My water's off. And you can actually, once the dirt dries, you can divide these. They look like they're going to divide very easily. I can almost pull them apart now. And so instead of just one huge plant, you can have 2 or 3. Let me see. Kind of hard to show you because they're covered in dirt, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited. These look amazing, guys. Oh, thank you, Roxana, for teaching me how to do this. Look at those, guys. They look like tubers. I think they're rhizomes. I'm not 100% sure. But if you can see right here, like I could just pull these apart and separate these. I don't want to do it now because they're really damp. So I'm going to wait till it dries out. But look at that, guys. The whole thing is like this. So I have one more plant to get. It's going to be a little more difficult because it's in my planter. But I just wanted to pop on here real quick and show you that. What I'm going to do is after it dries out a little bit, cut the tops off, get most of the dirt off, put them in paper bags, in a cool, dry place, maybe like my basement that's unfinished but not heated, and see how they do. Plant them up next year. Thanks for watching. Real quick video. Have a great day. Bye. Guys, so Mr. Hubby just informed me that the front hose is still on. So let me turn the camera down and show you. I'm going to rinse off these cannas and see what the rhizomes look like. So let me turn the camera down. Hang on. We can look at it. We can learn together. There we go. Hope you can see it in the shot. Now this is the smaller one, and look at it. Beauty. Woo. Wow. Man, this is so... Guys, look. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh, Mr. Hubby's gonna kill me. I have dirt all over the lawn. Like you can see where you can easily separate these. Whoops, I may have broken one. But look at one plant, two plant, possibly three. I don't want to break them. Yeah, look at that. 3 plants out of 1 seed. And look at those nice, chunky rhizomes. These are gonna be gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean off the rest of those. And that was the smallest plant, so I'm pretty impressed. Let me turn the camera off. Sorry guys, this was rather impromptu, but I wanted to show you guys. Isn't that cool? Well, let's see how they turn out. I'll bring them inside, put them in the paper bags, overwinter them, and plant them up in the spring. Hopefully they stay okay. I would recommend checking them once a month or once every 2 months, making sure they're not rotten. If you notice that some of them are rotten, just pull the rotten ones out. So anyways, now I'm really saying goodbye. Gotta watch that game today. Go Dogs! Bye! Okay guys, it's a week later. That's the problem with not living at your property full time. Like, I would want to put these away prior to the week, but I wasn't here, so I couldn't do it. So you can see that all the greenery is now nice and dried out. So now I'm just going to clip the greenery off, clip off the roots, and store these in brown paper bags. These were the cannas, and over here is the purple elephant ears. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you. So I don't know if you can see very well, but this one right here, inside all this root ball, is mushy. So I'm just gonna get rid of that one. So here's another example of one that this piece right here is kind of mushy. I'm just gonna lop off this whole piece because I don't like that it's mushy. I did wash these off with the hose, as you saw earlier, to get all the dirt off because the dirt is wet. So I'm gonna try to clean as much as I can. I wish I had like a little brush, but I don't. Get the dirt off, and I'm gonna clip this rotten piece off because that should scar over right there, the pot, and be fine. So I'm gonna put that in the bag. Okay guys, here's the elephant ear. And you can see 1 week later how dried out it is. When I squeezed it before, it was completely soaking wet. And if you left it like that and didn't dry it out, it would just rot out. So I don't really need to do much to this at all. I mean, I can take off some of these little roots and take out some of the dirt just like that. But I'm just gonna put these in brown paper bags and store it. You can see now clearly that there's a little baby there, 2 babies there, and another one there, and another one down there off of this one plant. Now this is a really small elephant ear bulb, tube, or rhizome, because this is the purple variety and they don't get as big. But they kind of look like coconuts, I said that before. I'm gonna save that. So that's one. Here's another one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut off the top. This part. Let's try it out. You know, it still might be a little wet. See, still moisture in there. Look at, see it bubbling up? But I'm gonna go ahead and put them away now because I don't have any more time to waste on these. Just taking off some of the dirt. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I have to check on my dahlia tubers. I'm hoping they're okay. It got really cold here, but they're in my garage. I'm gonna go check on those now. So let me go grab those and I'll be right back. Before I look at my dahlias, I'm just gonna put these in the paper bags. So look at all of, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, this is a big clump, 5, 6, and 7, huge clump. I could cut this easily and make 2 plants. These are the cannas. So I'm gonna put those in the plastic bag, paper bags, just a regular grocery bag like this. Let's take out the receipt. Okay. I'm gonna check on these. I wouldn't recommend putting them all in one bag. I'll do half and half. You probably should wrap them in paper and separate them. But I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, I've never done this before, so this is all new in an experiment. And like I said earlier, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But you don't know until you try. I have to mark with these. I'll mark on the outside with the Sharpie because you know someone would throw this away. And next is the elephant ears. I'm just gonna throw them all in one bag. I'm not using any kind of medium with these. I read about it a little bit and they said just throw them in a bag, so I'm gonna try it. I wasn't planning on overwintering these at all, so if I succeed, it's a bonus in my eyes. Oh, look what I did to the garage, Mr. Hubby. Sorry, Mr. Hubby. Okay, so here's my dahlia box. I wrote on it, don't touch. I have it in peat moss. It's just because I was in a hurry, I was late doing this, and I just ran and got the easiest thing I could find. It's not a renewable resource, so I don't use it all that much, but I will reuse this. I'll spread this in my garden, so it won't go to waste when I'm done. So what you wanna do, you wanna make sure that first of all, they're very delicate. I learned this the hard way. You gotta be careful. You wanna make sure, let's see how they look. Ooh, they look good. Oh, this one has a broken neck. See that one right there? Done. Is there an eye there? Nope, so that one can go away. You wanna make sure they're still firm, which they are, and they're not too shriveled up. If they're shriveled up, you might wanna just mist the top gently with some water. If they're getting mushy, you gotta dry them out before they rot. So let's look at this one. These were the 2 big ones I had on top. I'm not gonna really dig down all the way. Just gonna look. Yeah, these feel good. Nice, healthy tubers. Let's see if I can find another one. I don't want to break it. I'm so afraid to break it. Let's see this clump. Oh yeah, these look good. See how nice they look? Perfect. They're like, they kind of want to feel like a hard potato. You know, that's what they remind me of anyways. Put that one back. I want to try to find a single. They break really easy, guys. So like digging around in this box is making me a little nervous. I don't want to break any. I stupidly put the big ones on top. I'm not going to dig anymore. Like the ones that were in big clumps on top. So far, all these feel great. So I'm not going to dig around anymore. Oh, this is Milena. This is my favorite. Put it back. Now I got to get these ones back in. This is the challenge. All right, let me put these back away and I'll wrap up. Okay, to wrap up this crazy video, I marked all my bags and I also wrote, do not throw away that and my canna. Now, I only have one other little side note is I only have one variety of canna on my property, which is like, I think it's called toucan coral or something like that, coral colored. So these should come true coral because I don't have any other canna to cross pollinate, but we'll see. I don't care what color they are, honestly. If they come back, I'll be happy. My other thing you have to be aware of is I do have mine stored in the garage, and the Cape Cod doesn't often get like really freezing. It does sometimes, but last year we had a really bad one. But my method of finding out whether my tubers and my rhizomes are gonna freeze is I just put a cup of water beside them on the floor, and if this freezes, then I know I gotta move them inside, like to the basement or something like that. That's my method. I don't have a thermometer out here. The problem with that is, again, I'm not here 3 days a week. I'm off Cape working, so a lot of my garden is left up to chance, which really bothers me. So anyways, this was a crazy video, and if you made it this far, I really appreciate your support. So sorry if you hear the leaf blower. Mr. Hubby has decided to clean the gutters or something like that. But I encourage everyone to try. This is the first time I've done it. I don't know if it will work, but I'm gonna try. I'm always a good trier. So the only thing what's to lose? A paper bag? So I encourage everybody to get out there, get your hands in the dirt, try to overwinter some things, try planting something new every year. That's what makes it really exciting, right? And then you learn what works in your garden and what doesn't. So anyways, I really appreciate everybody watching this far. This was another crazy video. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. And until next time, bye-bye.